This is our opinion on Sister Wives, Season 19, Episode 7 and 8. Here we go. Cathy and Rhonda giving you our opinion.
Follow
and share. Thanks, guys. Okay, episode 7. I went over it real quick to try to remember what was going on. This is about Mary's moving her furniture out because she's moving to the bed and breakfast. Kody is helping her. Personally, I think it's because of the show. The show wants some talk. I guess it's her sister and her husband or whatever. Anyway, they are receiving this furniture. I don't know if it was given to them or whatever, but that's cool. You know, they love it, and that's great. And this is also about Christine looking for a wedding venue. Now, the kids, they're kind of like, they were not used to seeing their mom all over their dad, you know, kissing and hugging and all that stuff. And she does that with her new man. So, and she's proud of it because she's happy. So the kids are kind of, ooh, yuck. And, but I think she needs to just go on. Just be happy. I mean, this is ridiculous. She was married to Kody for how long? Had all these kids and received no benefit. It doesn't seem like, out of this marriage. So she's happy. As far as Kody and Robin, they're both struggling. I know Robin is upset because this is not the picture of happiness that she entered into originally, and I know Kody is not helping her try to have peace with it because he's Kody. Mary and Kody are in a better place. They are, but Mary's always kind of been like that anyway. She's in a better place, which makes Kody, because she's comfortable, that makes Kody a little more comfortable so they could be in the same room together. As far as Mary goes, she just wants him to man up and quit complaining and quit putting the blame on everybody else but himself. He's so arrogant and narcissistic. It just drives me absolutely bonkers. It does. I love the ladies. I love the girls and how they've handled the situation. Even though Mary suffered and suffered and suffered and suffered, I think the girl, Christine, getting out of it, and then Janelle being abused. I feel verbally abused. That's what I feel. That's my opinion. Because Kody's so hateful. And once they see everybody's like, I ain't putting up with this. I was so proud of Mary that I can't handle it. Okay, let me check on the next one.
Okay, talking about Sister Wives, episode 7 this year. All right, as I recollect, Mary is telling her sister and brother-in-law that she got the church to give her an out for her and Kody's marriage based on abandonment, which is very accurate. So I give them kudos for that. And of course, she asked Kody to come over to help her brother-in-law move the furniture. as she's waiting on Kody and they're talking, she's telling her brother-in-law's very nice. He's asking her how she feels about it. And anybody that's been married for 30 years, no matter why you're getting a divorce or anything, it's still not easy. So, she had a rough time with it. And I don't blame her, because she was in a denial for a long time that, things could work out, even though Kody, for years, has been telling her he didn't want her. So there you go. Kody comes over and, true to himself, ignores her. And, tries to, I don't know, in their conversations that they have together, it sounds like he doesn't understand what went wrong. He's been telling her for years that he doesn't love her, he doesn't like her, and yet he doesn't understand what went wrong. Tell me about that. So that's pretty much where they are. She's going to move to her Utah house, which I think is the right thing to do for her. She needs to get away from them. Janelle's kind of made up her mind. She's done. Doesn't look like she's going to bother with the church or anything, because she said they haven't even been a part of that church for a long time. And I think her kids are backing her. And then Christine, dating a guy for 2 months, and they're looking at wedding venues. Come on now. Her kids are going, it's so fast. Yeah, it's fast. So, sorry about this. I have stitches on my head, so I had to cover those up. Anyway, when you're older, you're not teenagers anymore. You realize life flies by pretty fast, and so I'm hoping for her that this works out with her and her new beau. I'm hoping that since the wedding venue, you have to plan a year in advance. That's kind of why they're doing that. So they have plenty of time to date and get to know each other better and all of that. But it seems like they've had some serious talks and they know where each other's coming from. So Kody's being Kody and Robin's being Robin, crying about everything. That drives me nuts. Doesn't it drive you nuts that it seems like she's always crying? I don't know. I think Janelle's son was correct when he said she's got a victim complex. I don't understand it, but what do I know? So anyway, it's been a minute since I watched season 7, and but that's what I remember out of it. I just think, Kody also has a victim kind of complex. What did he do? He just didn't love them, that's all. Why'd they leave? And then on the other hand, he says, well, I'm glad they left. Hey. He's a mess. Anyway, that's what I remember from episode 7. So let's see what we can find out about episode 8.
Do you enjoy our videos? Well, we love making them for you. But we do like to have a little extra money to be able to bring them to you. So if you would like to contribute to buy me a coffee, we can add to our little fund.
Yes.
To bring you more great content. So buymecoffee.com, SassySilverSisters. Cheers.
Thank you.
Season 19, episode 8. It's called A Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. Don't ask me. I don't know. Anyway, so Christine, in this one, Christine and David, Christine has David over for dinner. The kids are doing their teasing thing. It's really, really cute. He's easy to get along with, so, you know, he's got a lot of kids too. So it works out really, really good. Of course, the kids think they're moving too fast, but I thought it was funny. The kids giving them a hard time. So they're talking about the wedding date. They have a date, and then they went ring shopping. So they did the date first, and then they went ring shopping. So, and that was cute too. So they wanted their own special thing for their rings, and that's good. Okay, now we also got Kody talks about how he felt betrayed by Christine. Whatever. I think he only felt betrayed because she made the decision. He just treated her however he wanted. And then she made her decision from there. She put up with it for a long time. And she made the decision. He felt he could treat her as bad as he wanted to, but my opinion. Anyway, so he also feels guilty about not having a relationship with the kids, and then Robin sympathizes with him. Whatever. She only knows the one side of the story, so she just takes up for him because she's the one living with him now, so we'll see. Now, as far as Janelle goes, Janelle met up with Kody, and she was talking about the property and how she wanted to get this stuff settled. And he goes, wait a minute. He wanted to get back with her, and she flat out, you know, she was very kind to him, but through all of it, she was honest with him and told him that they got to hurry up and get something done about this property, and that she needs to get moving on it. He needs to buy her out something, and she finally told him they're not getting back together again. They're just not doing it. And she talked about how he has changed. And of course, you know, he puts Janelle down again. That's what narcissists do. So puts her down again. So he talks in the piece by herself and says she's being a victim. But she can see and hear that he's putting her down and doesn't take her seriously. So she's decided that she told him, she called a lawyer. He did not like that at all. So, oh well, too bad. He's not happy. He's blaming Janelle for everything. Of course, throughout this whole thing, they see through his stuff. They see through it. What about our relationship, he says. I don't see how she can just sit there and be calm, but that's her demeanor, so she did a really good job with it, I think. And even though she recognizes that he's putting her down and not caring about anything about her, and she told him, you know, because if you remember back in the day, when he met Robin, everything was about Robin. Everything was like, you don't like Robin. You got to like Robin. You got to this. You got to that. Bullcrap. Anyway, so she flat out told him she just wants her independence. And as far as Mary goes, Mary had her carriage house renovated and loves it. And she's having a hard time learning to be single. So, because it's new to her, because that wasn't her mindset. Also Janelle was talking about, remember before she said they weren't legally married, she didn't have to do anything, but then she thought, well, Mary went, and even though Mary's not participating in that faith anymore, that she would go ahead and that would be kind of her mental divorce with the church. And so Christine is thinking about doing that too. So anyway, Kody hasn't changed. He's trying to behave better, but he hasn't changed. And he's still doing his thing. And the ladies see through it. So we'll see what happens next time. Anyway, thanks. I appreciate everybody. And here's Rhonda's opinion.
Okay. Episode 8 of the Sister Wives. My thoughts. All right. Well, Mary seems to be in a good place. She's in Utah. She's fixed up a shed for herself for her birthday. She seems happy, which is great. She should be, because she's been living alone for years. Christine is still trying to get her kids on board with her boyfriend, David, since they've only been dating for 2 months and looking at wedding venues. Of course, they can't get a wedding venue until, a long time. Almost a year. So they have plenty of time to get to know each other, but she really is pushing them to get to know him, which is a good thing because they are planning to get married, even though they're not even engaged yet. But by the end of the episode, woohoo, they're looking at rings, and I must say her ring is beautiful. The one she's having designed. And David seems to fit right in with his, her kids. They're all sarcastic and throwing things at him, and he's throwing things right back. Yay. So I think they will welcome him into the family when the time comes. The big thing about this episode is Janelle meeting with Kody about the property. And Kody just turned 55, apparently at this time, just had a birthday, and you'd think he'd be grown up by now, but no. So they're meeting to discuss the property and stuff, and he's acting all like, well, what about us? There is no us. Janelle said she's been happy without him. Why would she want to go back? She starts talking about Robin, and he shuts her down. Even making a simple statement, he shuts her down. And she takes that as, you can't say anything about Robin, because Robin is it. That's why she's done. He kind of does his normal stuff and doesn't really say anything. She's ready to move. She's like, I'll take the property, but I think she really wants, she said, you can buy me out. He doesn't want to live on the property with her. He doesn't want to be beholden to her. He doesn't want to have anything to do with her. He's mad at her because she sided with Christine when Christine decided to leave him. So he's mad at her. But then he acts all innocent, like, what's wrong? Why can't we be together? Type thing. He's mad at his kids with Janelle because, why didn't she tell me she was pregnant? Well, her kids are, I guess her oldest one was going on 3 or was 3 years old at the time, and he's never once been out to see them. He doesn't call his children. He thinks they should come to him because he's the king. Whatever. So Janelle, you're happy without him. That's it. But he knows she means business because, she's like, I'm ready to go to the lawyer and get this thing figured out with the land. And I think that kind of shocked him. And since he did not commit to sitting down with the lawyer to discuss their options, she said, well, maybe it's time I get a lawyer. And I think so, because he's not going to make it easy. So this is kind of a synopsis of what I got out of the episode 8. At least Kody's not ranting and raving and stuff, but he's still being his snide self. And, of course, everything is the women's fault, even though he married him out of the goodness of his heart. Who wants that? Anyway, we'll see what else he's up to, and hopefully Janelle and Mary will get their money back out of that property.